It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Hurricane Milton continues to intensify over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. It's expected to move northeastward towards the Florida Panhandle by the middle of the week. Heavy rainfall well ahead of Hurricane Milton will arrive across the Florida Peninsula and Keys, bringing the threat of flash flooding. Meanwhile, record-breaking heat will continue across California and the Southwest through the early part of the week. Closer to home, a backdoor front moves in, resulting in breezier east winds. Temperatures will fall closer to normal today behind that front, rebounding to well above average for the remainder of the week. Rain chances remain slim to none through the week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. A mandatory brainstem removal is required on the 2024 Tribal Elk Management Hunt. Contact the Mescalero Conservation Office at 575-464-9323 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4:30, or call the BIA dispatch at 575-464-4479 after hours, and they'll send an officer out. Brainstem removals are required to be removed within 48 hours following harvest. No word when the mandatory lobotomies will be scheduled. The bridge located west of the intersection of Washington and 10th is under construction. Please anticipate lane closures, detours, and congestion. Work will commence on the north and south sides of the bridge, and this will result in a slower speed limit down to 25 miles per hour. That's on 10th between Utah and Washington. Beginning next Monday, October 14th, a lane closure and traffic control plan will go into effect on 10th and New York. The first project will begin around downtown Main Street, 8 to 10th and New York. The first project will consist of utility work, including sewer and main water line replacement. This will be the first of many projects to improve the city's water and sewer lines throughout Alamogordo. Another project will immediately follow, called the Great Blocks Project. That project will have a completely different traffic control plan, and an announcement will be made to notify residents and to ensure everyone's safety when the time comes. Steam Night takes place Thursday, October 10th from 5 until 7 at Tularosa Intermediate School. You're invited for a fun evening of learning, as you're allowed to come try out science, technology, engineering, art, and math activities. A book fair will be open for browsing and purchasing during the event. You're invited to meet and greet with Congressman Gabe Vasquez on October 14th from 11 till 2 at the Mescalero Tribal Offices parking lot. There's going to be a voter registration drive as well as free hot dogs and burgers. You're cordially invited to attend the Wingfield Heritage House Museum ribbon cutting and open house celebration happening on Thursday, October 17th at 2813 Southern Drive in Ruidoso. The ribbon cutting's at noon, open house at 2, live music, food, and drinks at 4. Kitty City will be at the mall this Saturday along with Animal Control.
Come to the White Sands Mall Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Kitty City and Alamogordo Animal Control will have both cats and dogs available for adoption.
Kathy Denton from Kitty City. The Kitty City, New Mexico Facebook page has details. The website has profiles of available cats. Zubu 2024 is happening on Saturday, October 26th from 9 until noon at the Alameda Park Zoo. Candy trail and costume contest. Best of all, the event is free. The Tularosa Arts and History Council are proud to present the Halloween on Granado Street event happening Saturday, October 26th from 5 until 8. Trunk or Treat Alley, live music, games, pet parade, and a whole lot more. Try tularosa.org or 505-350-4531 for details. The Alamogordo Public Library has a Halloween event planned for Saturday, October 26th from 1 until 4. Arts and crafts as well as snacks. This Halloween, don't just carve pumpkins, carve your path to success. Christ Community Church presents Hallelujah Night happening on Sunday, October 27th from 6 until 8 p.m. Trunks, candy, games, food, prayer tents, photo booths, and a whole lot more. Best of all, this event is free. Check out cccalamo.churchcenter.com for details. The Sounds of Freedom concert returns Saturday, November 9th from 4 until 10 at Alameda Park. Food and craft vendors, live bands, drone show, petting zoo, inflatables, and a whole lot more. We're nearing that time of year when we have to think about those less fortunate and why organizations like Santa in the Basin exists to ensure that kids have something to open on Christmas regardless of how their parents may be struggling.
I grew up there in Tularosa. We didn't have a whole lot, and the highlight of our Christmas was going to the fire station to see Santa and get a bag with the apple, orange, nuts, and candy. So I know the struggle. I know it's real, and I know that nowadays the kids don't take it so well as, not being able to have Christmas.
Mary Barunda speaking with Crazy Radio.
And I want everybody to know that this is not just for Tularosa, okay? It's for the Basin area, for Otero County. If you guys have a need, if you need help for Christmas, please come see us because we're going to help you.
The event date and time will be shared soon. See the Santa in the Basin Facebook page for details. In the meantime, she needs donations to get things started for the 4th year. Call 520-508-2196 for info. Well, today is Monday. Time for a update from Animal Village NM.
Hi, this is Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM, a 17-year-old local community of animal lovers who believe that pets are family and that every family deserves the joy and companionship they bring. But New Mexico has America's highest annual rate of abandoning pets, with more than 150,000 homeless cats and dogs entering New Mexico animal control centers each year. And this is simply a stark reminder of the pet overpopulation crisis in New Mexico. Our mission at Animal Village NM is to change that. Spaying and neutering are the most effective ways to combat pet homelessness and ensure every animal companion in New Mexico has a chance to find a loving home. But for many families, the cost of veterinary care for these essential surgeries can be a barrier. That's why since 2007, our Partnership for Animal Welfare program, PAW, has partnered with caring local veterinarians to subsidize more than 10,000 low-cost spay and neuter surgeries for low-income families in Lincoln and Otero counties. We believe that access to spay and neuter shouldn't be a privilege, but a right for all animal companions. In order to provide this assistance, Animal Village NM works hard, really hard, to provide these surgeries as well as to stock area food banks with pet food to help keep dogs and cats in their homes. We even have auctions of collectibles and antiques, plant sales like the upcoming November Christmas Jubilee in Ruidoso, and we work diligently year-round to collect unneeded shoes in Lincoln and Otero counties to fund our work. Every second Monday, Animal Village NM has a registration table at the White Sands Mall in Alamogordo, just inside the Ashley Furniture entrance, from 11:30 to 1. With currently limited funding, we can only register the first 10 pet owners who arrive. So please, share this information today with low-income pet guardians you know and urge them to arrive early. Ask them to bring proof of low-income status like an EBT card, Medicaid card, or disability letter. We want to help thousands every year, so please, please, please help us do it. Donate online at animalvillagenm.org by becoming a monthly sponsor in any amount you can. Encourage your friends, family, and coworkers to do the same. Bring your unwanted boots, pennies, high heels, and unneeded footwear gathering dust in your closet to any First Savings Bank lobby collection box in Lincoln or Otero County, or the box at the White Sands Mall by the ATM. And please encourage your friends, family, and coworkers to do the same. Help Animal Village NM to pay it forward. Help today. Make sure your tax dollars are supporting education, roads, and safety instead of killing unwanted litters at the animal control centers in your community. AnimalVillageNM.org. See you at the White Sands Mall every second Monday. We'd love to meet you. AnimalVillageNM.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Sometimes it's okay to think you know, but when it comes to the right car seat for your child's age and size, don't just think. No. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The Santa Teresa Anti-Smuggling Unit found 17 illegal migrants hidden inside of a semi on Saturday. Agents remain committed to being vigilant as they patrol our southern border. A Texas Department of Public Safety trooper attempted to stop Andre Maurice Morijo of Las Cruces for a traffic violation, but he immediately fled away from the trooper's lights and siren until he crashed into 5 vehicles that were stopped at a stoplight. That all happened on El Paso Friday evening. 8 involved occupants of the 5 cars sustained minor injuries. Only 1 person was taken to the hospital. 4 illegal migrants were in the vehicle with Marujo. They were turned over to the U.S. Border Patrol. Agents took Marujo into custody and booked him into the El Paso County Jail for human smuggling and evading arrest with a motor vehicle. 33-year-old Jeremy Smith of Marion, South Carolina, accused in March of setting a deadly roadside ambush that claimed the life of New Mexico State Police Officer Justin Hare, is set for trial later this month. Smith has been charged with carjacking, resulting in the death and discharging of a firearm during and in relation to a crime of violence. Smith also faces 17 charges related to the death of a South Carolina paramedic. The 52nd Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta kicked off on Saturday with opening ceremonies and the first mass ascension delayed due to weather. However, yesterday's mass ascension was without incident. Event organizers say they're fighting for policies that preserve women's safety, equal opportunity, and rights, and that took place over the weekend. Guest speakers included New Mexico candidate for U.S. Senate, Nella Domenici, and New Mexico candidate for U.S. Congress, Yvette Harrell, among others. The topic of transgender people in sports was the focus of the rally. Yvette Harrell says poor leadership and poor decisions being made are causing society to move backwards.
Look at what's happening right now. Just in the Western Conference, in our collegiate Western Conference volleyball, teams already have forfeited playing because they don't want to play against a biological male.
Nella Domenici spoke on why she's fighting.
As a 9-month pregnant mom with a very healthy baby, and someone who had just competed in a very competitive men's world, I knew I was blessed by God, and I knew it was my duty to fight hard every day to be a great mom and to fight hard every day in my work environment.
Amber Perez, the executive director for Borderland Rainbow Center, told KVIA, transgender people in sports isn't about taking away anything. It's about allowing opportunities to be open.
One of the things that they focus on quite a bit is how this isn't fair, right? Like, oh, well, they break records or anything like this. But one of the things that we really need to remember, too, though, is that sports is more than just about winning, right? It's also about creating camaraderie. It's about building community. It's about doing something that you love. And that when you begin to take this from people, right, what you're really doing is that you are creating just these places where you can't really be yourself.
I'm rather split here. Now, as far as locker rooms go, I say separate without question. But as far as equality goes, do women want equality or equal but separate? Listen to the modern feminist rally cries. I say if they want true equality, then I say in the differentiations of men and women's sports altogether. If they want separate but equal, which is not what these feminist rallies are screaming for, then biological men and biological women only in their sports. Something to think about. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
Only one match in New Mexico volleyball today. That's Wagon Round at Maxwell. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. Mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 84. Low tonight of 57. High tomorrow, 84 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today. Mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 64. Low tonight of 41. High tomorrow, 64 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, be sure to check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel, because that's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes this Monday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.